Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and it is that time of year again. That is right, it's Christmas time, it's the holiday season, and what better way to spend the season than by snuggling up with some milk and cookies and watching a nice Christmas movie. Now, normally my family's tradition is to watch Christmas Vacation every year, and we did that, but I wanted to watch something new this year. So I thought to myself, there's no better time to watch Jack Frost. That's right, I decided I'm gonna watch Jack Frost this year, and not the heartfelt one about the father that comes back to life to love his family. It's the one about the killer that comes back to life to murder the father's family. Very similar plots. But yeah, I finally watched Jack Frost, so without further ado, let's just talk about it. The movie starts with a nice story from an uncle to his niece.
Well, Jack would get up, eat something, then hurry off and kill someone. Because that's what he did. He killed people. He'd stick knives in their faces and cut out their tummies, then stamp on their heads till their brains got all runny.
This is just the first example, but the film does a great job of twisting a lot of the classic Christmas tropes that you know.
Uncle Henry, I don't think this is such a...
You wanted a story. You got a story.
The movie is about a serial killer named Jack Frost who is arrested by a police officer and swears to kill him and his family. The introduction shot made Jack Frost look, he just looks exactly like the Penguin, like the new, what is it, Colin Farrell Penguin? It looks exactly like that. His happy feet go to work on this man's throat and he frees himself for a smoke. Jack is being transported when the vehicle he is in collides with one from a genetic research company. Heat causes the company's truck to explode and a chemical shoots all over Jack and he dissolves into the snow beneath him. There's this molecule shot. You've seen it before. You've seen it in a bunch of things. One example is Spider-Man, but this one has this like 70s look to it. It reminds me of the Jetsons or something on Boomerang from Cartoon Network. But anyway, after a chemical reaction with his atoms and those of the snows, he becomes a snowman capable of shifting between a snowman and a fully liquid form. Okay, listen, I understand. I get it. It's full schlock. It's full schlock. But let's give him credit. I mean, a killer that can slip through cracks and leaves no trace. How do you catch him? Kind of interesting. It's not the worst writing I've ever heard. It's not like Freddy Krueger levels of genius, but like it's, you know, it's pretty good. It's okay. From there, we see one of our protagonists, Sam's flashbacks of the killer swearing to get his revenge. There's this nice uncomfortable close-up shot, and to be honest with you, some of the cinematography in this movie is actually pretty decent. There's the rocking chair shot, inside the tree shot, the footprint with the water shot. That's definitely like the most unique shot in this whole film. Basically, any shot where the cops are looking at evidence, it's shot from the perspective of the evidence, and it looks good. It looks good. And it seems like the people that were making this movie not only had fun making it, but they actually cared. It seemed like they actually did kind of care about making this film, at least the DP did. It's the next morning and Sheriff Sam's disabled son is making him his favorite snack. Shit. Sam takes his delicious snack into town and checks in with the locals. Mr. Metzner is hosting the Snowman Festival snowman building competition, and everyone in the movie wants a peek at his snowman. Meanwhile, everybody in the audience wants a peek at his daughter because, whoo, oh wow. That's right, one of the sexy girls from the early 90s movies is here because they needed to ensure they would keep your attention. So they had her just looking up and down the sheriff like she wants to just hop on his deputy, if you know what I'm saying. The half of the audience that was starting to tune out because of how schlocky this movie is started to tune back in as soon as they saw how horny Shannon Elizabeth's character is. Don't worry, they mentioned that she's 18 for all the perverts in the audience.
Someone's got to go tell Jill her entire family's dead. Jesus, she's only 18.
They should have laid down newspaper because she's dripping wet. She's gonna have icicles coming out of her. Was that too gross? Was that too pervy? Maybe I won't put it in, but I do want to put it in. Shannon Elizabeth. Here we also get introduced to Mrs. Metzner, who just seems really sweet, unlike her dickhead son.
Are you gonna move or am I gonna have to kick your stomach out of the top of your head again?
And then we get introduced to Paul as well, and Paul he's just a helpful guy. You know, he's just a nice guy that's helping out all over. And I'm pretty sure he just wants to bang somebody's wife. Sam gets to the police station and contemplates throwing out his son's tasty treats before going inside to Marcia Clark, not Adrienne Barbeau. I thought it was Adrienne Barbeau. It's Marcia Clark. Do they not look like the same person? Anyway, she's not too happy because somebody died.
What's the matter? Somebody die?
Somebody died. They go to the crime scene where we get our first nice evidence perspective shot. I love these so much, but this is the first one, and this is a good time to mention, along with some of the shots, some of the writing is actually not too shabby either.
Take your foot off the chair.
Especially some of the puns, you know, it was okay.
I only asked you for a smoke.
From there, we meet these government agent types. They want to get this science project of theirs back in their custody, so they're on the hunt for Jack too. Now the movie is in full swing. Jack is murdering people again, and not only that, but he has appeared on Sam's front lawn, eager to kill his family. Mom says she picked up a cucumber for herself and a couple carrots for the kid. One of them is for the snowman, the rest are for him to eat so his vision improves and he can finally see what a terrible cook he is. Before Billy, or whatever the kid's name is, can be eaten by Pennywise, Metzner's dickhead son gets decapitated.
I didn't do it.
Holy moly, Ryan killed Billy!
At least he's not a dickhead anymore, but that is not a lot of consolation to his father, he's kind of pissed. He thinks that the sheriff's son killed his kid, so he's kind of upset. And Sally Metzner is very sweet to Sheriff Sam, even though she's grieving as well.
He's usually not so short-tempered.
Gosh, Sally's the best. Isn't Sally just the best? Mr. Metzner is being a jerk to his whole family, and Sally, again, just tries to calm him down. She's so sweet. Listen to this.
She's only talking back to you because she's upset.
Sally, when I want philosophy, I'll turn on Oprah. Finish my scarf. I'm gonna get more wood.
I'll make us a pot of tea.
Find you a woman like Sally that just the nicest, sweetest, just the sweet. I mean, I hope she survives the whole movie. So yeah, they both die and Paul walks in on Sally tied up to the Christmas tree. Paul being around all the time is actually beneficial now because he's witnessed Jack Frost. He realizes
Fucker's a snowman!
the kitchen sink at Sam's house randomly springs a leak, which makes everybody leave for some reason, and that allows our horny teens to go spring some leaks of their own. For some reason, this absolute horn dog says that she wants to do it in the sheriff's house, which is like kind of insane. Also kind of hot. But we don't get to see anything just yet because she has to go get ready, because for some reason characters in movies have to go get ready all the time. Even though they anticipate this type of behavior, surely they have to go get ready. So she goes and gets ready and the guy gets penetrated, which was not, I didn't...
Well, what do you know? Armed and dangerous.
Then we get a comedic assault scene where she dies from snowman intercourse. This movie is pure schlock and it knows it. Back to the plot, Jack Frost sneaks up on them and traps them in the police station where they are forced to narrowly escape out a window. So they have a genius plan. Before they escape, they're going to rig the police station to blow with cans of bug spray. Which... I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Where am I? Hey, I know that sound effect. And speaking of sounds, I really dig Jack Frost's voice. He's got that like Chucky feel.
Blow me. Frostbite.
It's got a lot of charisma and I enjoyed it. So that's just, I didn't know when to throw that in to this video, so I'm throwing it in now. The government secret sector type dudes finally open up about what they're dealing with after Sam threatens it out of them.
Thank you. No problem.
Do something!
Like what? Teach him how to shoot better?
And this is where we actually get a genius plan from our characters. This is where their brains all merge together and they come up with this big brain strat, because blowing up the police station and setting him on, fire didn't do enough. It didn't do enough. So their plan here now is to use hair dryers and they're going to blow on him. And I thought the bug spray was dumb.
Hey, Jack! What? You left the 7-10 split.
Oh, shit.
Can we talk this over? It's hot. Oh, great, another one. My hair's great, fellas.
Shockingly, this plan does not work out, in fact, and Jack Frost infests one of the secret agent type dudes.
You're immortal. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels.
The guy ends up throwing up Jack Frost almost immediately. I thought it would last and it would like turn into something, but no, he just kind of vomits up Jack Frost basically instantly, and then it's just back to Jack chasing them. It feels like somebody just thought, hey, Jack can be liquid. Why don't we have someone throwing him up? And it's like, oh, that's cool. How do we put it in the movie? I don't know, just get it in there. Again, the hunt is on and Jack tries to infiltrate Sam's car to kill him and his son. There's a struggle, but Sam manages to escape, and before he slides out the window, he smacks Jack in the face with his son's cooking. This is great. It burns his face, and they discover that his weakness all along was his son's cooking. And why?
He's burning. Oh, Neil. He's making him burn. Honey, what did you put in those oats?
Sorry.
It's a good thing that you did.
I didn't want you to get cold.
Honey, what did you put in the oats?
Antifreeze.
It's so stupid, but I think this was like probably the only part in the movie where I actually audibly kind of chuckled a little bit, because I was like, that's redacted. Is it incredibly stupid? Yes, but also I feel like it was kind of good writing. Like the fact that that was the thing that kind of saved the day. It's funny. It was, you know, it was funny because of how stupid it was, but still it counts. That's a laugh. So the movie ends with Sam fighting with Jack one-on-one, and just when you think Sam's about to die, he pushes Jack out the window into a truck bed filled with antifreeze. So Sheriff Sam saves the day and all is well. Or isn't? I didn't see that one coming. No. So that's it. That was Jack Frost. I finally watched this movie that I've heard people talk so much about. Like, oh, I switched the videotape. Everybody says that. It's like, oh, that's awesome. But I saw the Michael Keaton one when I was a kid. Listen, I know the movie's not great. I know it's not great. But it's got this, like, tremendous amount of charm to it. And don't tell anybody, but I kind of like it. It reminds me of Killer Clowns from Outer Space a little bit. It's not as good. It's definitely not as good. But it's kind of got that vibe with the music and the schlockiness, and I think it's a fun watch. The kills are schlock overload. We get the axe in the mouth. We have a face in the ornaments and then being strung up on trees. We get a sled decapitation. I mean, as far as like schlocky horror kills go, what more could you ask for? Please leave what more you could ask for in the comments. Also, leave your thoughts on this video. Leave a like. Leave a subscribe. That's not proper grammar, but leave one. I'm running out of things to say, and this Santa hat is itchy. So, happy holidays. I love you so much. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. All right. I originally bought eggnog and then immediately proceeded to throw it out when I realized it had high fructose corn syrup. What is it with America and putting high fruit? Did we just put garbage in everything? And we're like, yeah, this is fine. Nobody reads. Who cares? Just buy it. Shut up.